are forgetting to just relax. However, growth is very important. I would say once a month, have something that you focus on.
I'm Maud Leger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Azra Gregor from the Agency Waterloo. Today's episode is all about success with a twist. All about accountabilities, inspiration, mentorship, and embracing challenges. Azra shares how integrity and success go hand in hand. We discuss how she defines success and how her thinking outside the box mindset is guiding her to grow, as well as keeping a balance in her life. So let's get to my chat with Azra. Hi Azra, thanks for joining us on the episode today. Tell us, how do you define success?
Thank you so much for having me here. I hope I'll be able to share some tidbits that will help other realtors or entrepreneurs out when deciding what to do with their business. That's an excellent question. What is success in my perspective? I believe that you can be successful when you wake up every day and you feel good.
Yeah.
So it's that idea that if you work a job where you don't feel like you're actually working, you have made it. It doesn't really carry a monetary aspect with it at all. And when I deal with clients, the most successful part of my, transactions isn't monetary at all, or the financial aspect of it. It's the relationships that we're building. When I know that I have made an impact, that is successful to me.
I love it. It's Walt Disney who said, do what you love and the money will follow. So I think start with doing what you love and loving it.
Definitely. I always, I have a son and a daughter, and I do tell them that as long as they feel they're doing good in their own right and have that confidence come naturally, it is amazing to see what other things kind of grow from that. And I do believe that if you focus on the why and the what, the how and all of those other things will trail along. But maybe we'll get to that at one point.
So I was going to say, tell us about your why. Like, what do you love about real estate? What really gets you up in the morning?
Yes. So real estate to me was never on the forefront, I believe, when I was going to school. I went to university, did a master's degree, worked a little bit, and went back to college. And at no point did I think, okay, I'm just going to quit everything that I'm doing, because I was in a very well-established role in the insurance world and then in the finance world. And that means, steady pension benefits, a comfortable sort of income, so to speak. And real estate just offered me the opportunity to do it my way. And I feel the older I get, and now, with a family as well, I realize that time is of the essence. And what is life all about? It's about making relationships happen. And real estate kind of fuses together a lot of different aspects that I feel I've strived in life. So I come from a finance background. So I do have that financial acumen that will help people be more calm, I think, about their decisions.
Yeah.
Of course, you always have to have third parties involved, giving them the advice that they need for lending and so on. But as someone with a securities background who has also been an investor in real estate, I can very quickly calm people down.
Yeah, I like how you mentioned that you can calm people down because you're seeing at the financial part of it. What else does your master's or your business background bring to the table that makes you successful as a realtor?
So interestingly enough, you mentioned my master's, but also my business background, and they're kind of different areas. So I actually went to university for linguistics, which I feel is a key aspect that helps me establish relationships with my clients. Linguistics and languages, of course, connect people. And at the agency where I work, we always say we have a local touch, but a global connection.
Ooh, I like.
So, one of the areas that I try to really put an impact on is um, focusing on international clientele and also people um, here in Canada that may be looking to have an investment property elsewhere. So, I have a lot of connections in other areas that people can benefit from.
Yeah, definitely. How do you keep yourself accountable to help your business grow, or to, like you mentioned, the security, the stability, the family? You have to keep all those ball jugglings at the same time. How do you keep
That's
yourself
right.
accountable?
So accountability is huge. I think it's the most important thing. You know, we were talking about how does someone define success earlier. And to me, taking responsibility for what you do and what you don't do
Ooh,
is a very big part of that. So when I wake up, I understand that I need to have a very focused um, day. Otherwise, especially with children and other things to tend to, you never know where you're going to end up. So, having a planner is definitely important. I like to plan out my week ahead of time on weekends, but then I also do a monthly reflection and a monthly setup for the next, 4 weeks.
yeah. A review of what happened, where you want to be type thing. I love that.
Exactly. So I kind of look at what has gone right, what has not gone so great, and what could I have leveraged in order to make the next month more, um, successful.
Yeah, I love that awareness, right? Knowing, being, taking responsibility, like you said, for what you did, what you didn't do. It will definitely, that's a great way to see things, to be able to have an open mind to grow.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, it does help maybe having a buddy.
Mm.
It doesn't have to necessarily be someone in the real estate world, but just like we take care of our physical health at the gym, it is very important to have someone to kind of spot you when you're doing your business related activities.
Mhm.
I have a few friends who will regularly ask me how this particular project is going. And, at that point, if you are very vague and you just haven't completed what you needed to, it's a very, I guess, clarifying. So it is important to have people that genuinely care about you remind you. Could be family as well, but yeah, buddy up with someone.
I love that. There's a buddy for accountability. You can empower each other that way too.
I think so. Yeah. And, sometimes you do need a third eye or an outsider perspective that might not be your family and friends to
Mhm.
let you know how, let's say, a client who comes across your marketing online might perceive it.
True. Nice. We talked about growth. What would you say an advice you would give realtors to stay on top of their game and grow continuously?
So, to stay on top of your game, I think you need to be realistic.
Nice.
So we have this idea in the business world that you always have to be go, go, go. And that is, I think, to many, the definition of success.
Yeah.
Me, always, even my clients, because if I see somebody stressed out, I realize, the scale is tipping to one side and it's not balanced. I remind people that they need to nurture all areas of their life in order to grow, but don't put such an crazy focus on it that you are forgetting to just relax. However, growth is very important. I would say once a month, have something that you focus on. And whether that is physical, which is actually very important, I think,
Yeah.
because realtors sit a lot, we're driving a lot. We tend to not be very active these days because of the pandemic.
Yep.
Um, have just one goal and don't overdo it. I would say that is my
Yeah.
uh, tip for that.
I love it. Number one priority, focus on it, achieve it. The see the
Yeah.
results from it, I guess. If you were to think about yourself, what is one quality that you got that got you to where you are today? You talk about a few things.
So, yeah, I think what makes me stand out and what has people gravitate to me is the fact that I focus on quality over quantity.
Mm,
And I think I have a background in many different areas, such as we mentioned communications, the languages, but also finance and social media. So before real estate, I actually had a very successful um, establishment on Instagram and a blog where I connected with a lot of people. And what I found resonated the best with an audience was just being yourself.
nice.
And what I have seen as well from colleagues that are doing very well in different streams of business, not just real estate, is that they stick true to who they are. And you don't need to cater to everyone out there. There are billions of people in the world, but you're going to find your people as long as you don't fake it. People are very perceptive and intuitive, and they will spot, you know, someone out there that is not being authentic.
Mhm.
And I try to live my life that way, just with integrity. And if you don't like me, that's okay too. But there's someone for everyone.
Yeah,
I
I love
truly
that.
believe that. Yeah,
If it's not a fit, it's not a fit. It's okay.
that's right.
There's somebody else out there. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you can't take anything personally, especially in this business. And that's, I think, a huge piece of advice for anybody.
Yeah, not to
Mhm.
take it personally. You talked about quality over quantity. How do you leverage your listings to get your next listing if you're not going over quantity?
Yeah, so thankfully, being part of the agency has enabled me to have all of these people basically backing me. And what I mean by that is we have such a sophisticated way that we do our marketing, and our systems that are set up very much are intelligent and can predict, you know, when to check in on old clients, when would be an appropriate time to reach out to them, see what they're doing. Because as we all know, if someone likes you and they've worked with you and you've done a great job, referrals are key. Right. But with the agency as well, our marketing is amazing. So we have this team mentality where people from all brokerages across the United States, Canada, and we have offices, you know, in Mexico, one in Europe now, hopefully more in the future,
Cool.
are able to take our listings and share them with other people. And we do this on a very regular basis. So I like having a team behind me that will help me leverage.
Yeah, I love it. Marketing systems and your team. It's like
Hmm,
just a key overall to work with.
for sure.
What would be three actions that every realtor should be doing in their business?
Three actions every realtor should be doing in their business.
Mhm.
I think I can answer that, by focusing on what I feel every entrepreneur should be focusing on.
Love it.
So, what I have learned a long time ago from, focusing on different type of businesses. Like I said, I used to blog and leverage social media. Is finding people that you are inspired by. So first of all, surround yourselves with individuals that are doing what you want to be doing. What I have seen is that most individuals that are at a certain level are super happy to share their knowledge with you. If they are authentic, work in integrity, and are good people overall, they will have no problem having you shadow them, maybe spend some time with them, so you can learn a few tricks of the trade that way.
Yeah.
So people around you are important. Second to that, hire a coach, definitely a business coach perhaps, but you can get on the job training by perhaps shadowing a mentor or so. But what I feel a lot of people are missing out on is switching over their mindset to be in alignment with their goal. I have always said to people, in order to get to that level where you're part of that 1 or 2% of best producing or successful realtors, you have to think like those people, and 98% of us don't. And why is that? Well, you basically have to relearn everything that you've been taught and upload a new type of software, where your perspective just changes. Now I can say this, vaguely, just hire a coach and have them work on your mindset, but ask those people that you see are successful, and maybe they will have some suggestions on appropriate business coaches for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really good one.
I guess those were two, but I think one third, very quick one, if I can add it, is getting a good handle on finances.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that you need to go and get your university degree in finance, but at least understand how economics work, like basics of economics, and make a lot of connections with lenders out there, and not just mortgage brokers, but people at the bank and also private lenders. I feel money is important in this business, and as long as you understand,
Mhm.
you'll feel more confident to giving advice to your clients.
And support your clients through the whole thing.
Mhm.
I love it. That, like, thinking outside the box of other ideas for lenders, and
Yeah.
very cool. What are you excited about coming up this year? What are you excited about the industry?
So the industry is definitely unprecedented right now, I feel.
Mhm.
And it's not just in a Canadian phenomenon. I feel this is a worldwide phenomenon. We've never seen what's going on in real estate, maybe because of the pandemic.
Yes.
But I am excited in the sense that it is a strong market. Um, I love a challenge, so I always like encouraging people to, you probably know by now, think outside of the box
Yeah.
and not be discouraged.
Yeah.
My motto is always face the fear and do it anyway. So if I can get someone to get investments going right now internationally, or even nationally, and understand how much equity they have in their own home right now, I can sleep well at night, I think. But personally, I have a lot planned for 2022. And I guess, my clients will just have to see what that entails.
Yeah.
But I always love working with creative people.
Mm.
So videographers, cinematographers, storytellers. I think the pandemic has really been able to raise a lot of those creatives up
Yeah.
and showcase their talents, which
Nice.
helps us as realtors.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Thank you. Thinking outside the box, the whole thing, the whole mindset mentality you bring to the table is inspiring for sure.
I think it's the most important thing, when you feel good about what you're doing, and like you're not doubting yourself.
Yeah,
So anything that you need to do to eradicate that doubt will not only propel you confidence wise, but will get you out of your shell to meet your future clients.
nice. I love it. Where do we find you? What's your social media handles? How do we find
Yeah,
you?
so you can find me on Instagram. My handle there is Azra Gregor, so AZRAGREGOR. I'm also on Facebook, and you can just Google me and find my website.
Nice, amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing all of this for all the realtors out there. Very inspiring. I think you have a lot to show people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and your lovely welcome here. I wish you the best.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today.